We are here with Grant, I guess. I guess that's his name.
Yes.
I don't know.
I suppose. We don't know for sure. The
It's
court's still out
alleged.
on that.
It's subtotal Aljar lore. It's lore. But hi everyone, I am Erin Gray, and I am wearing fraternity letters tonight because I wore them under a hoodie that I did not take off all day because it was freezing cold at my internship. But and yes, they are Dharma Initiative. If you know the reference, give a shout in chat. Let's have a discussion.
Lost.
Yes, very much so. I watched that like, hi, Yalfador. He finally said hello because yesterday he didn't, and I was slightly salty at him. And Ash is here. Hi, Ash. How are you? With your spider thing you had on your nose. How are you? It wasn't an actual spider, everybody. Calm down. It was not a legit spider. It was like, I think, a metal spider on his nose, on their nose. From I think where their nose piercing? Not ear piercing. Why would an ear piercing be on your nose? I don't know. Hi, Combat Butler. How are you? And we are back to play some Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
So, sorry,
yep.
Go ahead. I was gonna say his name Kid 007. Did you know that 007 had a book series about him being a kid?
I think that's KD Skid. It's not Kid Skid.
I know, but that's what it reminds me of because
you know what it reminds me of? 00 Donut.
Fair enough.
But that's Ash. Ash with an E, which I think is very fancy.
Right.
I don't have any face piercings. Katie's Kid 007 is how it's said. Ah! Katie's Kid 007. Gotcha. Okay. It was a magnet spider. Gotcha. Gotcha. I have no piercings because I am a bland child. I also have no tattoos. Fun fact. Never got my ears pierced. Fun fact. Never broke a bone. Knock on wood. Fun fact. But nope, I did not know 007 had a book series about him being a kid.
Yeah.
Grant reads when? Grant ASMR reading when? Grant becomes audible when?
I mean, I do have Audible now, so I can, or not Audible, the Audacity, so I can actually record stuff. For a while, I was actually thinking about recording that red-white cover, just finding some lyrics, changing them up a bit, and sending them to you, and see what you thought.
Oh my god. Let me give you a backing track first with a click track. I'm feeling very good. Rock climbing today, and Catan tonight. Ooh, rock climbing. Fun. I had another fever dream of me being a music teacher. And this is twice in a week, and it really needs to stop. It's time to stop. My mom's initials are KD, and I was only a mildly creative child. My personal-ish email was not made by me. It was made by someone else who, like, knew me and wanted to, like, make me an email, because, like, I didn't have an email, so they made me one. It's not that creative. They didn't even use my real name. They used the fake name I gave them online because it was an online stranger. Isn't that just Alex Rider? And I think in respect to the 007 stuff.
I don't know who Alex Rider is. I just remember reading that whenever I was a teenager. At one point, I remember specifically, he went to go save a friend of his sister, and they basically got covered in a bunch of like mud and stuff, so they washed off in the ocean on the way back. And I thought to myself, this is technically the first time that I saw in the book where he like got in front of a like girl that was naked. So
I'm gonna have y'all as background noise for a bit first while I try to configure some coding related stuff. Good. I hope we give you some very good background noise while you do coding stuff. My dad helped me make my first email when I was like 10. I didn't have my first email until like 13. Then I got like a school official email and I turned 14 for high school. I mean, sounds like Alex Rider is definitely teenage spy genre. I don't remember that, Grant.
If I remember to look it up after stream, I'll try to find it and post it in the Discord somewhere. I just remember that being a thing, because, yeah, it gets kind of weird and dark in some places, but, yeah, I remember there was 2 books in the series, as far as I'm aware. There might be more.
And by first email, I mean the email I still use as nearly a 30-year-old. Oh, look at you. All right, we're gonna... So, wait, I also wanted to point out that since we left off in the cabin, the background screen is the cabin that we left off in, because originally it was the courtroom, but now it's this, and I thought that was really cool. All right, we're gonna start.
So much booze.
All right, there were 7, I think. All right.
Oh.
Also,
So
that's a good reminder that I still need to join the Discord. Ooh, yes, you do. Link is below. Anyone can join. It's a new Discord, in case of people aren't aware. It's not Silver Crustacean anymore. No. It's the Hacker Rat Den. Because we are the Hacker Rats, and I'm a rat. Allegedly. It's Aaron Gray lore.
Remember, guys, we can only dig deeper.
What?
Because it's dim. We can only dig deeper in the ground.
Okay, moving
For more
on.
people.
Alright, I'm gonna believe we already said that line. Alright. Oh no, there's 2 Russians. Oh no. It's the detective guy. It's the detective guy is one of the Russians. The Russians. Oh man, I forgot about this. Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san? Oh, no. It's just that crewman's standing by the door. I can't help feeling like I've seen him somewhere before. That rhymed. Wow. Oh, yes. You're right. He does look familiar. Excuse me, sir. You want to voice him?
Oh, fuck, yeah.
The one with the cat who kept bleeding on the nose.
Yes. What can I do for you? He's still holding his arm up like he's got some sort of like.
Oh my god,
thing
maybe
there.
his arm is just perpetually broken.
It's always wounded. That's a secret.
I've recognized that face, but it can't be. It is, because he's fucking bleeding by the mouth, which should be highly concerning. Watch that come and play into the final case. Like, watch him die for the final case, and it's just been a long con.
It's all just him getting cancer, unfortunately.
No! But watch, it's been like a long con poisoning or something. And then the final case is figuring out who killed him. In the hole in the ground, there lived a hacker rat. Not a dirty, nasty, damp hole, nor a sandy, dry, bare hole with nothing in it to eat. It was a hacker rat den, and that means computers.
He just has to order his food online then.
Oh man, yes. Chinese takeout every night, yes please. I didn't know you were here, Inspector Hosonaga. That was his name. I forgot about that.
Hello again.
What are you doing here?
I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you, my heart stopped.
If your heart stopped, you'd be dead. But okay.
It's called a metaphor.
We're a Japanese schoolboy. We don't know what metaphors are yet. We haven't learned that.
Fair enough.
Nearly stopped, I hope.
I received some special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew and board this ship.
Again? Freaking again?
I am the ancestor to Gumshoe.
Oh my god. You certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector.
If there's anything I can do to help you, please ask.
Please take these handcuffs off me. I never
No.
I never expected to see this man on board, but perhaps his presence can help me out of this hopeless situation. Would you say it's despair-inducing, Ryanosuke? Ha ha ha. Special orders. So what are your special orders this time, Inspector? He's probably gonna say, I can't tell you. Yes, and why are you dressed as a member of the crew? It's either that or it's about the Russian mercenary thing.
I'm so sorry.
Hmm?
This is all my fault. I take full responsibility.
Oh, whoa? For what?
My orders were to act as Osunaga-san's bodyguard.
Oh no!
It was Minister of Justice Jikoku who pushed for this overseas study and told him to go ahead. And he entrusted me with ensuring that Osi-san reached Great Britain without being assassinated.
Asogi-san.
Asogi-san, I'm sorry. I'm bleeding.
I'm bleeding.
Internally.
Assassinated? How can that have been a possibility?
He's Japanese. I'm not sure.
He had a sword. He had every right.
But there were complicated times. There are tensions between the world's greatest powers, which does not include Japan. Minister Jigoku said we should be prepared for all eventualities.
This is incredible. I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama was assassinated?
Obviously, we couldn't give Sogi-san a visible security escort. Which is why I went undercover now, posing as one of the crew.
I see.
And I didn't take my eyes off him the entire time we've been on board, from morning until night, every day. But I never imagined it would happen here, inside his own cabin. Not here on the first class deck.
So, is he implying that if he was watching him... Well, first of all, it happened overnight. So, I guess he wasn't watching overnight?
I mean, maybe he was watching at night.
If he
I don't know.
was, then they definitely came through the vent. Or whatever killed him came through the vent.
Worst comes to worst, if he's been with him like for a large period of time, then whoever killed him probably has been watching him for a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll probably be able to recognize which people that he's been around before he died.
Mm-hmm.
I failed miserably at my assignment. Nosogi-san is dead as a result.
Nope, looks like he's gonna be out of a job.
I'm a disgrace. All I can do is humbly apologize.
Was the minister's name Jigoku? Yes, the minister's name was Jigoku. Inspector.
So if there's anything at all I can do to help now, just say the word.
Get the fucking handcuffs off me.
I don't have the key.
Bite it with your mouth and maybe your blood will disintegrate it. I don't know.
It's not how acid blood works.
We're doing what we can to investigate Kazuma's death ourselves.
I thought you might be. You didn't do it, did you? You're not the killer?
Of course not. We'd really like to investigate the cabin next door. Yes, so we need to be allowed out of this cabin.
I'm sorry.
What?
You've been deemed a risk to the ship's safety.
I am just a poor boy.
In a poor family. If you move to even touch the handle of the cabin door, that stormy-looking seaman there would surely snap your neck in two.
Then just snap his neck first. Done deal. There you go. I suppose I'm just as a stowaway now. They think I'm a murderer as well.
Would it be possible to give me something to work with, do you think? I'm going to need something persuasive.
What do you mean?
If I have a solid reason why the next door cabin should be investigated, for example. I'd do everything I could to persuade the captain to allow it. Really, I'd lay my life on the line if I had to.
But I don't see how... There may be a way. What? Really? Think of how you tried to persuade me of your innocence, Naruhodo-san, by presenting me with a piece of evidence that you already had in your possession. Evidence? What's that? I don't know her. It's just the same as when you are in court. You must have done it many times during your trial. Simply select the present... Oh my god. It's just an excuse for a tutorial. Good. Evidence that would give us a viable reason to escape to the next door, to investigate the next door cabin. Alright.
Just imagining, like, he, like, bumps in, like, yes, please present evidence. Oh. Okay.
Is it the paper seal again?
No. We're trying to find evidence that makes it so where we could investigate the next room.
Hint.
Remember why we want to investigate the next room to begin with?
No. Was it because of the speckled band thing?
Yes.
Because, like, we saw, like, the beginning cutscene, so it's a snake. It's a serpent.
I mean, it's more likely.
Well, it's like, it's a double entendre? It's double meaning.
Basically, in the diary, he wrote that he saw a speckled band coming from the vent.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why we want to investigate the cabin next door.
Mm-hmm. So is it the diary?
It says Cosmo's journal, but I'm guessing it's supposed to be Cosmo's diary in here.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Hi there, I like a large pepperoni with olives, please. Hi, Paul, how are you? I mean, I do have pizza in the freezer, and I can offer you some wonderful edible cookie dough that I've been eating from. It is their standard flavor, which doesn't say what the flavor is. It's just cookie dough with some, like, almost like Oreo cookie in it.
Looks like it's delicious.
I mean, the birthday bash is my favorite so far. This one, not so much.
Oh.
But still good.
Yeah, I was gonna say cookie dough is like one of my favorite. Though I haven't tried birthday, so who knows?
I have 4 canisters of these things, 4 different flavors. But, like, I want to open 2 at a time to not spoil the other ones, because it's gonna take me a bit to eat them.
Yeah.
So I haven't tried the other 2 flavors. When Ryan came over 2 weekends ago, he immediately eyed the cookie dough, and I had to stop him from eating all of it. Perfect, I'll be right there. Thank you. Standard is my favorite flavor. Standard is a wonderful flavor, depending on what it is. Cookies are amazing. Cookies are amazing, especially when you cook them just right. Like, I prefer my cookies soft. So, like, what I do... Alright, this is the Aaron Gray baking channel right now. So, put on your baking hats, friends. So... You get store-bought mix, because you're a lazy college student like I am. And when it calls for butter, you almost fully melt the butter so that the dough is, like, really gooey. Then you spread them out in, like, these, like, small balls. And then you slightly undercook them. And then they're really gooey. They're so good. Oh, and you made cookies last night. Oh, fun! I have marshmallows taking up my 2 cookie containers, so I can't make cookies yet. You guys are welcome. Y'all are welcome to come eat some marshmallows. I have a shit ton. Please eat them. please? Your cookie dough will not last. Listen, I asked you if you wanted chocolate bars and you said no. So if you eat all my cookie dough, you owe me money. I'm watching you, Ryan. I'm watching you. All right.
What's that?
It's a book, you fucking dum-dum. I couldn't come up with a good insult in time.
What is paper?
What is this writing? It's fucking Japanese. You Japanese person. It's Kazuma's diary. What?
It said I'm from America.
Just before he died, Kazuma-sama's son wrote something rather strange in his diary.
Strange? In what way?
He wrote what looks like some kind of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
Ah, speckled band. That is strange.
Yes, we're still trying to work out what he meant by that. What I like to know is...
Don't tell me. The ventilator, is it?
Wow, what wonderful detective skills we have. Wow, amazing.
Almost like I'm an inspector detective.
You're very astute, Inspector.
The ventilator clearly joins to the next door cabin.
That's right. So if we could investigate in there, we might be able to work out what that speckled band was.
All right, then.
He wrote, "Help, help, this person is murdering me."
My murderer was... I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm stuck here until we arrive at the next port.
This doesn't help us, Inspector.
The captain has given me strict orders to guard the scene of the crimes, you see.
My mom's on her, like, 15th boyfriend. And I'm like, can you not? Can you fucking not?
I'll have to entrust the investigation to you.
Really? You're willing to do that? Can you at least break us out of the cabin and at least get me out of these shackles?
Yes, as long as you don't leave the first-class cabin area. I'm afraid I can't remove these handcuffs, though.
Oh, boo-hoo. But what about the captain? Aren't you going against his direct orders? As he dies a little bit more, it's okay.
Man of my word.
Every lie he tells, he coughs.
I promise you.
It's his tell.
And I promise you that I'll lay my life on the line if that's what it takes to convince the captain.
Please, we don't need a double murder like we did last night in Danganronpa 3. Please. Don't need a double murder. Wait, Aaron, what? Say more about that. I'm assuming you mean, like, the part about my mom having like, on her 15th boyfriend. Like, the TLDR is that my mom's very, I guess she's lonely? I don't know. She feels the need to, like, have a partner. Which is, okay, like, I was like that because, like, I was lonely. So, like, I guess, like, maybe that's why she's doing it. I don't know. But then, like, I learned to like being alone to the point where it's like, oh, like, I don't care if I have a partner or not. Like, it doesn't bother me if I do or I don't. So, I don't know. She's, like, she's talked to, like, so many guys, but, like, a lot of them are, like, very scummy in terms of, like, they're only really interested in, like, sexual stuff, and she's, like, not into that, or not in it, like overtly into it, in terms of, like, oh, that's the only thing I'm looking for in a relationship, but, like, she's like, oh, like, I'm going on a date with this guy, and tells me, like, all these things about him, and then, like, never talks about them again. So I'm like, Mom, just tell me when, like, you're in a committed relationship with somebody. I don't need, like, a day-to-day, but, like, every single partner you have. Can I ask how old your mother is? She's mid-50s. Mid-50s. Apparently she can pass for 45 and 38. Allegedly. Allegedly. This is Aaron's mom lore. We're getting very lore based tonight. Alright, you said this.
They're all. I failed to keep Osogi-san safe. This is the least I can do.
Thank you. Let's seize the moment then, Naruhodo-san. Just select move and then we can leave this cabin at last. Good, we love a tutorial sequence.
Gumshoe here, just remind you the move icon is at the bottom of your screen.
I'm curious and thank you for sharing. Are you gonna report to my mother? Please don't tell her. Alright, SS Burya, first class cabin passageway. What?
It's on my birthday, January 9th.
Ooh, so you're an Aquarius. No, wait. That's not Aquarius. Aquarius is end of the month.
1 second.
Oh, I need to do a tarot reading for the month of October. I didn't do that this morning because I was running late to my internship site.
I don't know who, but someone was knocking on my door.
It was me.
Yeah.
The hacker rats have assembled at your location. Do not be alarmed.
I literally see you on a chair somewhere else. Hold on a sec. They won't stop.
Okay. So is this game intentionally Sherlock Holmes plots? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Ash. I know the first trial, or like this trial that we're working on, this case is. I don't think the case before this was. But there is a character named Sherlock Sholmes. He's pretty great. I'll be honest, I don't know your mother. Only Morgan. Morgan is a wonderful human being. And I love Scar. Scar is also a wonderful human being. Why do I hear an echo? Grant? I fucking hear myself as an echo. Because this one sure is. Yeah, I think I references it earlier in when we started this investigation last game or last stream. Grant, are you not wearing headphones? I think he took them off to go check the door. So we're just kind of vibing here now. We're kind of just waiting. Let me see. Who, what, where? Why, when, how?
I am now back.
I heard myself echo, and it was very weird.
Oh,
Grant AFK.
I'm sorry. I put my headset next to the microphone. I didn't realize it was catching.
Gotcha.
But essentially they were. It's a long story, but they're redoing the sidewalk, and essentially my driveway. I have to leave because the sidewalk goes across my driveway.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, "Hey, just so you know, we're taking this out, or would it be okay if we took this out so we can lay stuff?" I was like, "I guess," because I'm not going to be going anywhere until like Monday, as far as I'm aware.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Adrian. So. How are you? Glad to see you here. The Speckle Band is 150% a Sherlock Holmes plot. Yeah, I think I established that at the start of the chapter. And even Grant was like, "Oh my god, it's a Sherlock Holmes plot." And I'm like, what? I've never read Sherlock Holmes. That's what we talked about Encyclopedia Brown. I remember that.
Mm. Yeah, I had said that this... I didn't know how much you wanted me to tell, but essentially I remembered this story because it's one of... It's actually a pretty fucking weird story because it has quite a few exotic animals.
Interesting. I'm fine, been playing Mafia 3. Ooh, fun. What's that game about? Because I don't know that game.
Woo! Guy in the Mafia.
For the third time.
Yeah.
Going to get killed by Aiden Pierce.
Honestly, I I didn't care much for the Mafia 2 game. Oh, you had to read it in high school? Dude, I had to read 1984 in high school.
I don't think I think people read 1984 in like 8th grade. But I did not read 1984 in 8th grade. I read Slaughterhouse-5 in high school. I read To Kill a Mockingbird in high school. I read The Crucible. I read Catcher in the Rye, which was absolutely atrociously awful. What was the slogan? What a pain, or something? I don't remember. I blocked it from my memory. You are playing ex-military who tries to take over the city from the mafia, becoming the mafia boss yourself. Ooh, that's actually kind of interesting.
Why is it always that you're ex-military? In Mafia 2, you're an ex-World War II vet.
Let's just be an ex-professor. A former professor of a university who so happened to teach, like, history or something.
I would also like to say that 007, I would not consider 1984
That's Ash.
a fun... Ash. I would not consider 1984 a fun read.
I didn't have to read 1984, I don't think. I read that one for fun in high school.
Yeah, I would not consider that a fun read.
I think the only thing I considered fun in high school in terms of reading was when I read The Heroin Diaries by Nikki Sixx, who's like the lead bass player in Motley Crue. I've read it twice. The only book that like was required in a class that I actually enjoyed reading was Jurassic Park, when I had to read it for my science fiction literature class in college. That book I loved. Liked how it ended different. They should have went with the book ending, where they kill off the leader of the park, that guy. I don't remember his name.
I'm going to be a basic bitch. What is Slaughterhouse-5?
Slaughterhouse-5 was by Kurt Vonnegut, he had a very interesting way of telling stories. It was about like war. I don't remember which war. I just remember that it went like in between like him describing what was happening in the war and just these like fantasy-esque moments. Like I remember reading about, because I didn't actually finish the book. I faked it until I made it. And it was also senioritis hit me hard because that was the end of 12th grade, so like end of senior year. I remember like one of these like fantasy moments he was talking about, or it was like in his mind or something, where he was a human. He was in a human zoo. So like aliens are watching him go about like his day to day, but like he was caged, like he was in a zoo. It was really interesting. Slaughterhouse-5, if I recall, was World War II, especially the firebombing of Dresden. Could be wrong though. I think that sounds right. Combat Butler, that sounds right. Is kind of really about PTSD. And I think that's also right. We didn't get like super deep into the book because it was kind of like we're finishing out senior year and we were kind of all just done. I know this makes me a basic guy, but Slaughterhouse-5 is my favorite book. I mean, I don't think that makes it basic. I just like didn't like it. Like I'm not a person for war books personally. That's just not my cup of tea. But like there's a genre for everybody. I'm more like science fiction and mystery. Or thriller, I suppose. Wait, there's stuff about Mafia that I'm missing here. I mean, Mafia 1, you aren't an ex-military as far as I know, and Mafia 1 Definitive Edition is a beautiful remake. Also, Grant, may I say congrats on being the one call me 007.
I mean, it sounds more respectable than calling you Kid or KDS. I thought,
I mean, their name is Ash. Ash.
Yeah.
Like Ash Ketchum.
I'm trying to remember that. I have to remember a lot of people's names.
Flashbacks, trauma, and confusion. Yeah, that also rings a bell. Granted, it has been a bit since I've read Slaughterhouse-5. We had to write like a small story like in the style of Kurt Vonnegut, which was actually kind of fun. 007 works fine if you don't remember Ash.
He's like, yes, I keep calling me this. I love it.
Alright, since it's just the two of them, do you want to voice Ryan Naruto?
Sure. I really want to just like mimic Naruto's voice and say, I have to admit. No.
Please don't!
I have to admit, this isn't quite what I was expecting. It's less spacious out here than I thought it would be, and this is more luxurious accommodation.
Yes, indeed. Kazuma-sama was being sent on the study tour by the government. That's why he was being put up in a first-class cabin. Even still, this is about twice as large as my accommodation in steerage.
Why do we always call it the government and not say what kind of government it is?
I don't know.
Really? Really? That must be awful. Because usually you say, like, the administration or of something like that, but whatever.
Oh, look
look
big
over
buff guy. Man
Another
spreading
Russian.
over there. Another Russian. Who looks like he has a lobster, like, hanging around his neck.
Another Russian.
Oh, well, what's this?
Oh, whoa, what's this? That's another crewman keeping watch. He looks enormous, even if he's sitting down.
Great observation skills, Naruto. I'm so proud of you. The door next to him leads to the second-class accommodation. I suppose he's making sure that no one comes in here who shouldn't.
I suppose. Like people in handcuffs.
Naruhodo-san, you look like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. I would have thought you'd be used to the ship by now. We've been at sea for 2 weeks already, but...
He's been in a cabin the whole time since
yeah, he hasn't gone anywhere. He's just been, like, holed up in a cabin, most of the time in the dresser.
Also, he's being accused of murder. How do you think he feels, Sasato? Well, yes, I know, but the thing is... I was inside Cosmo's trunk when I first came aboard. Ever since then, I've been shut inside that little wardrobe.
It must have been a very trying time for you.
Please, don't give me that pitying look.
Alright, let's examine.
I think that's the ship layout.
Oh, what's
Ooh,
this?
trap. It's a mouse trap.
Ah, a trap. No, don't catch my friends the mice. We're friends. We're allies. It's for catching rats. It's for catching Aaron Gray.
It's okay, we don't need the cheese.
You just need to set Aiden Pierce on it, and I'm good. I'll show up. Aiden, Wrench, or Jackson Pierce, I'll show up. Or Felix from Red vs. Blue. Such a nice view from the dresser. I could see all the clothes and the darkness. All the views. Yes, the best view is coming out of the closet. Or coming out of the dresser, I suppose.
I'm just imagining he's coming out, it's like, I love you. He's like dead on the ground. Shit.
Oh no. Cosmo, I think I'm gay. Oh no, he's dead.
When he's alive, I sleep. When he's dead, I'm gay. Yes, we've had plenty of those back home in Japan. Although they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait. I'm sorry, what?
Chalk? What? Are they like radioactive mice or something? They're the Russian kind. They're just built different.
Do the Japanese not know what cheese is, or is that really not cheese?
No. This is the Russian ship though. So back in Japan they used cheese because like on the ship they're using chalk instead of cheese.
Okay.
Peak of shock. Listen, I was about like this close coming out to my mom today, but she decided to spend the 15 minutes I talked to her talking about her potentially 2 boyfriends at once. And then I was like, oh, you seem busy. We'll talk later. I'm like, Mom, like I literally texted you saying I had a fever dream that I wanted to be a music teacher and then called you. And then you're going to talk to me about your boyfriend issues and then talk for 15 minutes, and then say, oh, I think you're busy, so I'm gonna let you go. And I was like, Mom, I called you. like,
she's like, maybe I can get them into a threesome.
I don't want to know that information. That is not for my ears. No, not for my virgin ears. No, please. No, thank you. I'm good. Next. Do the two boyfriends know about each other? Because if so, then I don't think so. Like, one, I don't even know what they're classified as. Because, like, the one she's going on a date with, but, like, she says something about, like, someone ghosting her. I don't know. But apparently she's buying a passport because, like, the one guy is like, oh, in December, like, I'm going to Germany to, like, see my son. Do you want to come with me? It's like, Mom, what the fuck? What? Mom, you can't afford to go to Germany right now. But apparently the guy's paying for it, which just, like, I've been watching too much true crime, and I'm like, Mom, this is how you get murdered in another country. And, like, yeah, this seems like a trap. Cheese is not common in Japan. Dairy products in general isn't the most common commodity in the Japanese diet. And probably in this time era, this is taking place as well. Sorry, Aaron, this sounds hard. Yeah, it's just frustrating because, like, I want to come out, but, like, she doesn't make it, like, every time we talk on the phone, it's about, like, her problems. And, like, so every time, like, she wants to call, which is, like, never, like, I usually have to call her about stuff, like, I usually have, like, nothing to talk about, because it's like, oh, yeah, I go to internship, I go to job, I go to class, I go to rehearsal, I sleep. That's it. Then, like, the 1 week that I see you commenting in chat, Grant. The 1 week that I've had 2 fever dreams about being a music teacher, she's like, oh yeah, you called me, and now I'm gonna talk about, like, my boyfriends and everything. And I've been, like, dropping hints that I've been bisexual for, like, a year, and I don't know if, like, she's been picking up on it or not. So, like, aggressively shakes my desk that will not move. It's just, like, needles on a chalkboard. Frustrating, because, like, I want to come out as bisexual non-binary, and I fucking hate my first name, which is not Aaron, for the record. That's my online name. Certain people know my real name. And if you do, don't fucking say it in chat, or else you're gonna get fucking banned. Because I fucking hate it.
Understandable.
Well, I think Automod would catch it first, but then it would still show up on my screen regardless. And it's just like, like, I want to come out because, like, I'm gonna need to, like, redo my entire just after, hey, I'm buying envy, didn't call me Aaron, okay, thanks, bye. Like, I literally, like, today, like, straight up was, like, at the end of my wit's end with my internship, and I was about like, she was, like, texting me, like, all this, like, boyfriend stuff, and I'd be like, hey, I'm bi and non-binary, and I hate my name, bye. I was literally, like, this close to doing that. Because, like, people just, like, today was a day. Today was a time. That is not how you do two boyfriends, mother. They gotta know about each other or know bad. Or know bad. Bonks in chat from my mom. I mean, you're not wrong on that. I can imagine it isn't common because cows aren't common in Japan, yeah. Do you have any siblings? I have 2 half-siblings on my dad's side. My brother I've never met, lives in Texas, and my sister lives in South Jersey. And both on my dad's side, so, like, I'm my mom's only child. So, or, like, her only biological child. Not like she adopted the other 2 or anything, because she didn't. But, I'm her only biological. I have a lot of boyfriends. I know how this works. They all gotta know and consent. Yes, Ash is our residential, polyamorous relationship person. And if I'm not using the correct terminology, please correct me. Oh, the lump of chalk is the cheese.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Like, because
We didn't read that yet, so the context just didn't occur. I was like, why is he okay? Like, okay.
Oh God.
Gonna read your line?
Sorry. Yeah, dog made a mess.
Oh no, puppy! Nope, you're good. Polyamorous. Okay. So your mother.
Cheese?
Oh, go ahead.
I wonder what that tastes like.
Is he gonna take the cheese from the trap?
I sure hope not.
He's gonna be a bumbling. I mean, if he's the ancestor to Phoenix Wright, he's gonna be a bumbling idiot. So he's gotta take. He's destined to take the cheese from the trap. So your mother maybe doesn't have many people to talk to. Oh, I know she doesn't. I know she doesn't, but at the same time, like, it doesn't feel like it's reciprocated. Like, she doesn't, like, ask me, like, oh, so how's, like, things going? Or, like, why I'm calling. Because normally, if I call, there's a reason to it. You can't eat it, Naruhodo-san. The trap will snap shut on your fingers.
Really? But, I suppose.
See, he wanted to. He really wanted to. You weren't actually going to try it, were you?
All I've had to eat for the past couple of weeks is Kazuma's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe.
Oh no, this poor boy! Poor you. I'll find a little snack for you later. Pats him on the head.
What do you think this is? It's very pleasing shape, isn't it?
It would have been funnier if it was a more phallic symbol, but like, yeah, I get it. It's a fucking alarm bell. That's the emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it.
Oh, an alarm.
It says, press only in times of emergency. Looks as though it sets alarm bells ringing all over the ship and brings the vessel to a complete stop.
Oh, I've seen this.
He said, oh, this I have to see. What are you doing, Naruhodo-san? You mustn't touch it.
But this is an emergency situation. Just look at these handcuffs.
Wow, he's self-centered. He's a self-centered little shit. Oh, for sure, I don't mean to say makes it fair. Heart. Thanks for the heart, Paul. I appreciate it. You know full well that's not what the alarm is for. If you were to bring this vessel to a standstill for no good reason, you'll be in an even worse situation.
Wish everything would just stop, the ship included.
If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect anyone else. He can't. He must.
This is it. This is the cabin next to ours, the one the ventilator connects to.
Very good observation. Yes, the ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging. Maybe whoever's in this cabin can help solve that particular mystery. Let's ask. And it's gonna be sure. Oh.
Oh, fuck. Igor
I've seen
is
enough
here.
porn to know where this is going.
Oh, excuse me, we, need to get inside the cabin.
Watch it be his cabin. Why does he like white stripes over his face? I guess it's the shading or like the highlights, but like it looks like it looks like it's like a crosswalk across his face. The sailor's eye speaks volumes. They're clearly saying, "Keep out."
That's what I wrote on the sign to put over the put over the wardrobe doors. Although this man's version is definitely more effective.
Sunscreen accidents. It doesn't look like he's going to let us pass.
That's a problem. This looks like a plan of the SS Bureau.
Gonna read the second part of that sentence.
It shows each deck, look.
The Burrier has a large-scale steamship with a triple-skinned hull. What a marvel of engineering.
Well, it's been playing on my mind for a while now, actually, but... how is that such a huge lump of metal doesn't even just sink to the bottom of the ocean?
Oh, that's really quite simple, Naruhodo-san.
Is it?
Well, consider the Japanese archipelago.
The islands of Japan?
Yes, they're not metal, but they're enormous lumps of earth, many, many times larger than this ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods created them.
Huh? Well, I suppose so.
I'm not sure that's how geology works, but okay.
They don't float.
I'm pretty sure they're connected to the ocean bottom somehow. Like, that's how science works, right?
Does she think they float like the fucking island in the what was it called? Was that sea game?
Subnautica? Yeah. Oh my goodness, probably.
That's a huge book on top of the table there, and there's a pin next to it.
Yes, that looks like the ship's log.
Shall we have a little look through it?
Sorry. The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded.
You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting.
We all float down here. We are rats. We float
down here. And nothing. No reaction at all. I might appreciate the compliment.
I'm not sure that rough... Oh, excuse me. Blech. I'm not sure that rough and ready is much of a compliment, Naruhodo-san, even to a sailor. Anyway, last night's log is mostly blank.
Presumably that means there was nothing to report.
That's the way to the second class area of the ship. Something wrong.
I was thinking about making a run for it just for a moment. Things aren't exactly going well for me.
I might be wrong, but I imagine the moment you reach for the handle of the door, that burly seaman would surely shoot you dead. With what gun? I guess
Don't you see his arm guns?
The muscles? Ooh. Look at this definition I got here. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Perhaps I went a little too far there.
No, I started it with my talk of running. And there's no way I could run away while Cosmo's death remains a mystery anyway.
Alright, do I check out the Sailor Man, I guess?
I mean, I have it right here. Excuse me, but could I ask you something? You little stowaway murderer.
Oh yes, the Russian. I'm so here for it.
That wasn't a good start, was it?
Alright, let me try instead. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but could I perhaps ask something of you? Also, you're on a boat in the middle of the ocean. Where are you going to run? In circles. Or you're gonna be like me in Watch Dogs. You're gonna jump over the edge of the boat, and then they won't peer over the edge, so that they just don't think you exist anymore. It's great. It's a fun time.
You're a third-class lady's maid.
Oh.
You seem to have caught the sailor on a bad day, Soto-san.
I'm not a sailor. My mother gave me a name.
I'm senior crewman Biff Stroganoff.
Biff. Fucking Biff.
Whew. The best thing is just to avoid eye contact, I think. Is he Italian then, if his last name's Stroganoff?
I don't know. It's with a V, so I guess it's Russian. I don't know. I don't speak I don't know linguistics.
Mr. Stroganoff, about this first-class cabin area.
I'll voice Ryan, since you're voicing Sailor Boy here. Mr. Biff Stroganoff.
Okay.
Here we are in the finest part of Mirror Steamship for very important persons.
But Beef Stroganoff. Oh, Beef Stroganoff. Oh my god. It's Beef Stroganoff. I fucking can't with this game series. Oh my god. That's so good. Thank you, Ash, for that marvelous discovery. What sort of very important persons?
Government officials, kings and queens traveling in secret. Many important persons.
Man overboard. Overboard? What do you mean? Oh, you mean they have vanished out of the plane of existence? Yes, exactly. Works every time in Watch Dogs 1.
This is why I'm always guarding this place.
Gosh, that's amazing.
But somehow I let stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you in the ocean. But Stroganoff is not that.
Thank you? If I may, I was wondering, is that the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's currently occupied?
Yeah.
Susato-san, did you understand that? It sounded like da. I think it's probably Russian for yes or no. Genius.
It's not permitted to visit the cabin without invitation.
Well, how can we get invitation if we're not allowed to knock on the door and ask?
Because you not have permission.
Can I just knock on his bicep? Knock, knock, knock. Hey, do I have permission to, like, go look at the next cabin
No,
over?
I will throw you out ocean.
But you're not animal, though.
I will make animal.
Well, it sounds like there is somebody in the next door cabin, at least. Excuse me. Yes, it's tantalizing. Could you tell us who's traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's?
His name is Mr. Grimsby Rollot. He is a very important Western gentleman.
Mr. Grimsby Roylott. I'm sure that's a play on words there. Like Roylott. Like kind of like a lot. I don't know.
Grimsby Roylott.
Okay, Ash, work your magic. A Western gentleman?
But do not think about it. He has nothing to do with murder of student boy.
How do you know this? Did you conduct your own federal investigation, Mr. Beef Stroganoff? How can you be so sure of that?
Mr. Roylott is authentic Western gentleman. Such a man with no interest in lowly students from insignificant Far East Islands.
Well, we saw what happened with the British woman, who is like a esteemed scholar and all that lot, and she ended up being the murderer. So, that was harsh. Could you tell us when Mr. Roylock came aboard?
It's not your business.
Come to think of it, even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now, and I've been in Cosmo's cabin the entire time, I've never once heard anything from the next door cabin, or even felt like there's anyone there. Well, presumably, since this gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabins, he must be rather important. Is that right?
This is not your business.
Ugh, British people, right? Aren't you British, Paul? Aren't you dissing your own people? Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I know, like, you came to watch me play Legion, and I think we had this conversation then.
To be fair, no one disses on the British like the British. Except maybe the Indians.
All the British. Fucking hate London. Well, I hate Ubisoft's version of London. Hate it. Absolutely awful in Legion. There's no... Like, everything looked the same. Like, there was no difference in area. It was all the same. Let me pick the next thing. Thank you. Are you on watch here all the time? Seaman Stroganoff?
All time, so criminals like you cannot come in or get out.
I would never diss anyone. With a smirk emoji. I wonder, could you tell us anything about last night at all?
It is sad about student boy.
Were you on watch last night as well?
Of course.
And did you notice anything about at that time? Anything unusual?
Hit.
Is that niet?
Maybe?
Susato-san, did you understand that? It was clearly, no. Yeah, it was niet.
Niet. I saw nothing unusual, nothing at all.
And he didn't hear any strange noises? Or sense anything was wrong in some way? Ooh, he looked away. Maybe he's trying to recall something.
I said no!
Sorry. I'm not so sure. I could have sworn that he wouldn't catch my eye for a moment there.
His face is so square.
It is really square.
This is enough. I cannot say more now.
What did you send me? Oh.
It was animatic.
Okay, dokie.
It is fun animatic. I don't know where to put it in the Discord.
Media.
Media, okay.
Cause
Do that next time.
Cause media is like music, TV, books, film, comics, etc. Videos.
Good.
Oh.
It's time for me to report to Captain. You must return to cabin.
What if I don't want to return to my cabin?
But then I throw you into ocean.
Okay, that's better than sitting next to you.
I do not want you to sit next to me at all.
Yes, alright.
Bulkhead to second class area staying locked at all times. You escape only when lobster whistle on top of mountain, or as English say, when the pigs fly.
Yes, I understand. Good, now we can investigate this area properly, shall we? Definitely. Alright. This is it. Cabin next to ours, the one the ventilator connects to. Ooh, we knocked. Didn't Sholmes said he was going to investigate this cabin?
Maybe.
No answer. We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in there to help with our inquiries. Do you want to voice him now?
Sure. How annoying. I said the line.
I know, I was responding to Mary.
Okay.
Is Western Man also dead? Please don't spoil this, Mr. I've seen Sherlock Holmes. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you're referencing the case or not. Ah, there was a scream.
What was that? Came from inside the cabin. Yeah, where the fuck else would it come from?
Maybe he got jump scared by Sherlock Holmes. Such a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman.
What? Stand aside.
I don't know who this is. Oh, no, it's
I'm breaking down the door.
Is the moon made out of cheese? Is it made out of cheese? No, I'm guessing because he didn't answer the door. Mr. Sholmes, my beloved.
I shan't be stopped. When the fit is on me, I revel in the kicking doors of the hinges.
Oh my god, of course. Of course he does. Please, wait, Mr. Sholmes. The door
Doors
doesn't
must be kicked, Chisato.
Sholmes bummers the door, Sholmes. The door doesn't appear to be bolted.
Damn, it doesn't. Then how the deuce can I dispatch this muscular urge? What prey can I kick?
I think we should go in. There's no time to think about stress relief. If it's another body, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Oh. It's the fucking Russian.
Who are you?
I think it's the Russian.
I guess I only have one Russian accent.
Western gentlemen, this man looks Russian to me. We heard a woman scream.
A woman? Don't be absurd.
Why is he wearing
what?
Why is he wearing like oven mitts and holding scissors? This seems like a safety hazard.
As long as he isn't running.
I can see there's nobody but me in this cabin.
True. This old man does appear to be the only one in the cabin here. Because it's cold, Aaron. In that case, who just screamed?
Out, all of you. Now!
Please excuse the intrusion, but you're Mr. Grimsby Roylett, I believe.
Yes, that's me, and you are.
I'm the one and only, the actual Sherlock Sholmes. You've heard of me, no doubt.
Oh my god, I love your Sherlock Holmes voice.
Well, I'm glad somebody does.
All right,
Whoa.
chat. Tell us that you love his voice for Sherlock Holmes. Tell us. I'm really enjoying these Russian accent. Oh look, you have someone who loves your Russian accent. Wow.
That's nice.
Thanks,
It's the
Paul.
only one I can do, I guess. I'm a great detective among great detectives. The one who adorns the covers of popular magazines, no less. So I assure you, you may trust me completely.
Sherlock Holmes' voice is amazing. Yes, love all the voices. Thank you. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
This man uses that magazine like a business card. He should just literally carry pamphlets with them.
The only reason why it's popular is because he keeps shoving them in people's faces.
Yeah.
A detective? I do not trust detectives.
I
'cause they
wonder
find out
why.
my secrets.
I wonder why.
We distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls.
Did you just make him Australian for like a hot second?
Maybe. I think it went so fast it sounded Australian. But there wouldn't appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time, because that's the only place they could possibly hide. So I might be so bold to ask you to open that small traveling case.
Herlock, you really think a woman can fit into that small traveling case? Elizabeth is a baby.
What? Don't be stupid. How could anyone fit in a small trunk like that?
Thank you, the Russian, the smart one here.
That's quite fashionable these days, is it not? Traveling inside one's trunk.
looks at Ryan Naruto. Don't look at me. Oh. Oh my. Did you see that, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes. That case just shook. I am shook. I am shooketh.
Leave now, otherwise I call the steward.
But we have the steward right here. Her name is Susato.
Steward is going to captain. Steward not be back soon.
So this is Cosmo's neighbor, Mr. Grimsy Roylott. There's no doubt the strange Russian man is hiding something. I couldn't agree more. I thought that he said that in his head.
I mean,
Why is every
he probably did.
character in fucking... What was the series? Ace Attorney? Why is it that they could always read our mind when we're saying something internally? What is happening?
I just have the same statue in bookcases here as well.
Yeah. Also, they're also knocked down. Not gonna lie, those scissors look photoshopped. Weirdly photorealistic. Ooh, I'll have to take a look at them again. Oh no, they fit the art style.
Makes me wonder if they switched out a knife for his scissors for some reason.
Maybe. Mr. Roylott, we'd like to talk to you about something.
No,
Oh.
I do not want to talk. Leave my cabin now.
But then why are you still talking? Ugh, this is going terribly. We're not getting anywhere here. I agree, but there may be someone else who can help. Perhaps that great detective could get somewhere with Mr. Roylott, who's just like chilling in the fucking cupboard.
Yes, indeed. It seems that I could not live in this cabin door.
I don't know how the scrawny twink boy did it.
I don't understand how this twink could be inside a wardrobe, and yet I could not.
Alright, let's get Herlock Sholmes in on this. Come here, boy. Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Sholmes?
Of course. You need only address me as Sholmes.
I would like to address you as Herlock. That's
No,
what
Sholmes.
That's what I just did, isn't it? Well, Mr. Sholmes, what were you doing in there?
Why, I was resting, of course.
Resting?
Indeed, I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe whilst waiting. Waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call my great powers of detection into service.
No, we don't need your powers of detection. We need your powers of talking to people that don't want to talk to us.
Why not
Oh.
both? And it would seem that the hour is upon us now. The time has come. Am I mistaken?
Well, no, actually, you're spot on, for once.
Observe closely.
Abracadabra.
Our Russian host is in this cabin. Mr. Roylott is clearly trying to hide something.
Ooh, he's got something shoved into his pocket.
And do you know what is the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret?
I don't know, chat. What is the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret? Vote now on your phones.
Usually KGB.
The KGB
Why?
waits for no one.
The truth, of course. Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusively for the Russians.
Right.
Can you imagine how the Russian will react when the secret he guards so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness it?
Oh, yes, please! I forgot Susato is like a super fan of Sholmes.
Well then, what are you about to see may well astound you. For I am about to apply my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case.
That's a very not repetitive sentence.
You use great in every other sentence. Could this man be a more hackneyed portrayal of a dubious Russian, I ask you? What? Well, time to time it occurs to me. Is the fellow dubious on account of his Russianness, or Russian on account of his dubiousness?
I really don't think either of those things should be occurring to you. Or anyone. That's right, and Mr. Sholmes. I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on first meeting, but I once read, it is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. It biases the judgment.
Shush, I must have complete silence.
What are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that?
Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I've quite made up my mind now.
Alright, is he actually gonna, like, deduce something that's actually, like, worthy? Or is he just gonna spout more bullshit like he did with us?
What do you think?
Adrian waved to Yolfador, how cute!
There can be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Mr. Roylett, I have reached two incontrovertible conclusions.
That is a difficult word, so I will give you that.
What do you mean?
Number one, your true identity is that of a villain.
I feel like that is subjective.
Using those shares, you have about to end the existence of something most dear. Are you not?
Oh,
And number two, the other conclusion I have drawn. You are, at this very moment, no less in the midst of committing a most grievous crime. Beneath the beard, your mouth quivers with nervous tension as you realize you have been discovered. Does it not?
that's
Oh, Naruhodo-san! I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Sholmes' great deductions with my own eyes! That was a great deduction? Nothing can deceive Mr. Sholmes. In a single glance, he can deduce all there is to know about a person. What? What ineffable twaddle! What is this? What?
Infabial.
We got a story time.
okay.
Oh, yes, Mary. I love you dearly. Okay, how do I get...
Story time. I'm gonna clean some stuff up.
Sure. Wait, I like to... Okay. We're gonna first save game. Oh god, Mary, I love you so dearly. Thank you for the redeem. I know you have so many points. No, right when I have to leave. No, Combat Butler, no. Alright, I'm gonna turn the music off for this, and then I'm going to flip us over to... Actually, I'm gonna, flip us over to BRB, like, for, like, 2 seconds, and then we'll be back on tea time, to do story time. So please join us for that. We're gonna read embarrassing stories from my childhood for like a little bit. It's fine. I have enough for my own story time redeem actually. Ooh, fun.
Oh yes, Russian and
Russian. Okay, so you said you had a theory, correct?
I think that he is one of two things. He either is the bodyguard to the princess or the ballerina, which I believe somehow nobility to Russia, or he is here to kill the woman, and before she could actually murder her, be heard and busted in, so now she is hiding somewhere. Possibly
She's
behind
hiding
that
in
door.
the case.
I don't think she's hiding in the case. I think something else is in the case.
Ooh, maybe it's a pet.
Maybe.
I've never
Maybe
blushed so
it's-
much in my life. Listen. Gotta go to bed now, but thanks for the stream and the fun story time. Y'all have a good one. Thanks, Yolfador. Have a good sleeps. Thank you for the
Hi, Elfador.
Alma. Sadly,
Love for you to be here.
Sadly, most of Pokemon's followers are teenage boys, I think. Yeah.
I would
I'm
like to add-
NB. I don't show chest often. Especially this past week because I've been feeling very gender neutral. Sorry, Paul, you innocent bab. Under the bed. I can't fit under my bed. Under my bed's tiny. Maybe in the dorm. In the dorm I could.
I can also fit under my bed, but that's because doesn't have much to work with.
I think maybe he's the Russian, that missing Russian assassin dude person.
Yeah. From the newspaper.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, I've learned not to trust biased sources like that.
Very
I'm
true.
thinking it's more than what we actually think it is from the newspaper. Of course, I could be wrong. But...
Paul, how old are you?
I'm V small. If you feel comfortable saying how old you are.
Oh, yeah, don't say it if you don't want to. I'm just saying that because you said I'm very small. Because I'm concerned.
Pretty sure Paul's older than me. I think.
Okay,
I mean, someone could be like 30 and be like 3'8". It's called dwarfism.
I mean, you're right. I was just doing a concern when he said I was very small.
I'm 6. Oh, okay.
I somehow don't believe you.
You have very good grammar for the age of 6. I'm proud. Would you like to write my next novel?
Pay you to write my fanfiction.
I think once I have fan fiction of like my science fiction novel, I think that's when I know I've made it in life. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure.
That's when you're like, now I could be making money.
If I were to write fan fiction of my own story, would that be canon?
Well, yeah, because well, it depends on I would say it would depend on what your readers thought. Because as we can all tell from Tolkien, with her amending things from Twitter, some things should not be amended. So I think it depends on what the readers want.
I'm way older than Aaron. I'm 41, honestly, and please don't do a concern. I've heard just about anything you can imagine. That's okay. Yeah, yeah, because he called me a baby earlier. I'm assuming he/him pronouns.
Oh, that was Paul.
Yeah, Paul. Paul, you're he/him pronouns, correct? Fix me if I'm wrong, please.
Fix you.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh yes, I've read about it countless times in the adventures of Sholmes. And now I've experienced the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. Susato is a simp for Sholmes.
I would like to point out that in the first series of Sherlock Holmes, the first set of series, Sherlock Holmes supposedly dies at the end, and it took 10 years until he started writing Sherlock Holmes again, where he somehow survived.
Oh, interesting. I was doing a mild concern at the idea of minors in chat. I mean, my chat is open to anybody to join as long as they're abiding by Twitch TOS, so they have to be 13 or up. So I'm personally fine with it. But I have my disclaimer down below saying that some conversations might not be suitable for people below the age of 18, and that is for their own discretion. Because because I'm not going to tell
Smart.
them.
I should probably add that.
Yes, I'm he, him, but I'm not offended if someone gets my pronouns wrong. I'm cis and privileged. That is definitely one way to put it. Twitch really needs to... I'm not a miner. I'm a baker. That's also
Remember,
very
guys,
clever.
don't mind it. She tracking too much coal.
Oh, goodness.
The only reason why they called children miners is because they used to send them into the cave mines.
That is... Gotcha.
I don't know if that's true or not. I just made that up.
I hardly can believe it. But all the color has drained from Mr. Rylet's face. Looks like somehow both Mr. Sholmes' conclusions were right. How? Oh. Sorry, this is
how
the
could
Russian.
you?
This is the Russian speaking.
Yes. How could I possibly know such things? You wish to say?
I hiccuped and almost spat water on my face.
Jeez.
But, like, honestly, like, I'm finding it more difficult to be in servers where the primary demographic is people below the age of 18. Maybe it's because I'm getting older, TM. Or, like, I'm just, like, I can't be around, like, children.
No, I understand that completely. That's one of the reasons why it's hard for me to, like, be around kids under the age of 18 sometimes.
Because you're 24, right?
I'm 25. I'm gonna be 26 in a few months.
Man, I'm fucking up everyone's ages tonight.
It's okay.
Mary's like 17. I know she's not 17. And my partner's like 35, and he's not 35 for the record.
I did get my age confused for a bit because I forgot a few years, but...
Yeah, you're so
and
old,
about-
Aaron. Yeah, I'm actually 63. Fun fact, I just look great for my age.
Hey, you be taking care of your skin.
26, so old. Guess that
well.
age. Yeah, I'm solidly in the you gotta be an adult or like under the age of 15 point in my life. I specifically have it in my Discord bio that do not DM me if you're under the age of 16, but like I have it asked to DM anyway. But like if it's someone that like I'm like, oh my god, I want to talk to this person about this thing, then like I won't care for age. But if it's like someone who is actively trying to speak to me, then I care about age. Because I know I mentioned this when I did my stream with Dr. Bob a couple months ago, that like I had a 13-year-old DMing me and was talking about very inappropriate things, or trying to talk about inappropriate things to me, and I was like, no, you can't. I can't talk about this with you because I can get in a lot of trouble for this. Because I am over the age of 18 and you're under the age of 18 and this can't happen. And he basically never talked to me again, and I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Like, I would need more adults in the room to prove that I wasn't doing anything.
Whenever I hear children and Goose Goose Duck, I nope straight out of the lobby anymore. I vaguely remember that, Cavo. Yeah, it was a weird thing.
I was gonna say, it sounds fucking weird, Mary. Where were you?
Goose Goose Duck is like Town of Salem meets Among Us.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, like, the actual, like, live game, but people were, like, somehow doing it in, like, a Discord call.
Oh,
That's
no.
what I was thinking.
No, it's a lot. It's like a game lobby.
Okay, my bad.
Very well then. I shall elucidate.
Well, also, like, I've had issues with, like, there's this, I'm not gonna name names, obviously, but, like, I had convo with this one 15-year-old who was very much, I'm trying to figure out how I want to word this, who was very much hypocritical, and if I did something, it was my fault. Mary's gonna know who I'm talking about. If I did something, it was my fault, or, like, they expected me, because they didn't like something, for me to fix it in my server. Not like my brand server, another server that I run. And, like, most of the time, like, they were overreacting, or, like, I provided a solution, but since it wasn't the solution they wanted, they threw a hissy fit. And it was like, like, no. sorry, I can't, I gave you the solution. And they're like, well, you're not catering to my needs. Like, I'm giving you the solution. Like, just because it's the solution that you want doesn't, like, just because it's not the solution you want, it's still a solution to the problem. I got so angry at that one group of children. Mary, don't harass the children, please.
I can only guess which children you're talking about. I shall explain how it was that I arrived at this pair of conclusions. So do I cordially invite you upon a journey of logical discovery. Let us aboard the train of reasoning.
Ooh, are we gonna go on the train of thought like we do in the Shark Boy and Lava Girl movie? Please.
Fucking need to talk about that movie so much.
We could
So
do
many problems.
we could do an analysis one night. We could watch the movie and not get DMCA'd for it.
If we get enough people in the Discord, we need to get like a Discord stream thing up where we can talk about how bad some of the things are in some movies and shows.
Oh my god, raise your hand in chat if you would like that to be a thing, and we'll start it. As much as I enjoy watching Sholmes being the greatest detective, I must go Z hunting night. Thank you, Adrian, for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully to see you at another stream sometime soon. Yeah, I remember that conversation. You provided a clear solution, and then they threw a fit because it wasn't the solution they wanted. And then I told the person that every time I saw them in my DMs, it made me anxious because I felt like it was something that I did wrong, quote unquote. And then they're like, well, you shouldn't be getting anxious at a 15-year-old. I'm like, well, you make me anxious because of the way you react to things and your behavior. So, and he was like, well, you should just block me then. And then I blocked him for like 2 seconds. And then unblocked him because they were still on my server. So, like, what if they had to DM me about something? And then they left my server. And I'm cool with that. Alright. Woo.
But finally, let us work through my deductions together.
I feel like we're not going to get to the trial tonight.
I've looked at this and we're probably not.
Topic 1. Old man's identity.
So, the dubious-looking Russian Mr. Rolet, obviously what catches the eye in the first place. Is the enormous pair of shears in your hand. Now we ask ourselves, what could possibly want such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. Staring us in the face.
No, you're good.
You are on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beards you sport.
Oh, he's like, okay, this logic doesn't make any sense.
Now, moving on. The question then begged is this: why would you desire to rid yourself of this magnificent beard, Mr. Rowland? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. Regard, if you will, this morning's newspaper, in particular the fascinating front article, and the one it shoved in your pocket, which it would appear you have read also, Mr. Roylett. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. In translation, the headline reads, Revolutionary Villian Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of the article possesses an extremely copious beard.
I actually like this whole animation sequence. This is actually pretty cool.
Very creative.
It is very creative, and also the music just jives perfectly with it. I don't know if you get music on your playback, but like, oh man, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it is good. Having noted the article yourself, you decided to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. You are the fearsome Russian revolutionary himself, Villian Bolshevik. Not that I've heard of you myself, you understand.
Conclusion, a revolutionary on the run. Topic 2, wrongdoing.
Now, as for the second conclusion, you are at this very moment on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime over there. Oh yes, Mr. Roylett.
Oh, they put the teapot in the frame. Oh no, I feel like it's gonna be the kettle.
Taken unawares, people have purposely to let their eye stray, you see.
Ah.
And I assure you, the eye speaks so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth.
Ah, no, okay.
The answer we seek lies here, where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. Yes, that's traveling case.
Are those fabric scissors? Is that the grievous crime? They look like fabric scissors.
Those definitely couldn't be used to cut beards. It's time I think that the case would be opened and its contents laid bare.
No, I refuse.
What could you possibly be concealing inside, we ask?
Oh, it might be the snake.
But by my estimate, a young lady perhaps, once light enough to fit therein.
Don't be absurd.
And what, pray, would be the identity of this young lady in the traveling case? Dear me. We are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? You careless coup duel, perhaps you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason you've refused to open your traveling case can be equally be found in the pages of this newspaper. For there is another, most stimulating article. If we turn from the fleeing revolutionary to the back page, renowned prima ballerina of the Novich ballet disappears from Shanghai.
Ballet.
Ballet. Such a headline can lead us to but one conclusion. Your crime is that of abduction. And according to the article, your young lady's name is Nikolina Pavlova.
Conclusion, kidnapping of a young ballerina.
Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of the Russian enigma, Elemensky.
That was cool. That was a cool sequence.
It was.
So cool. So cool.
Susato-san, that wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about, was it? Well, the stories are full of Mr. Sholmes' brilliant deductions, you know. But that did seem a little different somehow. Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes, could you come over here for a moment?
Pray, what can I do for you?
It's about your deductions. Would you mind?
Not at all, go on.
Well, to start with, there's the newspaper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but these two men look nothing like each other.
Ah, yes, I recall our discussion earlier, and at the time I believe I told you that the man is a revolutionary, would well be able to revolutionize his own appearance.
I don't think that's like a thing. That's called
You're
a
right,
spy. In fairness to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roylott does look more like this man than you do. That's not the point. And another thing, the part about him adopting the ballerina.
Indeed, a truly startling revelation. At first glance, the case would appear too small to accommodate a young woman.
That at just first glance, it is too small. Clearly. You'd be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child into that case, even if you pushed really hard. That's called child abuse. I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she?
You mean you don't know? No, the young lady is 15.
'Cause when
Jesus.
you're 15... No, I didn't know. How could I? I can't read Russian. Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her would be poking out from the case.
Some years ago, I read something pertinent, I believe. A troop of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain litheness in their body.
Lifeness.
Litheness in their body. I'm sorry, I've never seen that word before.
It was a vocab word, I think, back in, like, 5th grade, 6th grade for me.
Oh, Christ.
It means light and dainty and delicate.
I was thinking it meant slick.
No. Vinegar?
For such a sour punch, it would surely be simplicity itself to contort oneself into the confinedness of the small case.
Oh dear, you might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Sholmes. Ugh, this whole thing is turning into a circus. Mr. Naruhodo, something occurred to me about Mr. Sholmes' deductions just now. I think his powers of observations are, well, magical. His eyes cut to the heart of the matter almost instantly. It's just where he directs his attention and his logic that seems a little off. Your idea of a little may be a little off itself, Mr. Sato. There's just one or two key words in his deductions that seem to let him down. So I was wondering if we might perhaps tactfully switch them for alternatives. What do you think? Switch some key words? Ooh no, I sense a tutorial sequence. Very tactfully. I feel sure if we could do that, we'd unlock the true genius of Mr. Sholmes' great deductions.
Precisely. The thought that was going through my own head.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
This man's a lot of work.
At times, I wonder how anyone puts up with me.
This man's a gem. I love him. It's not that funny.
I find it hilarious. And you, my good fellow.
Sorry?
Take a moment to look at your wrists.
My wrist? Oh, don't remind us that we're in shackles again. Oh!
I got you out when you weren't looking.
Did you slob my knob while you were down there too?
No, that was your boyfriend's. Like, that's what your boyfriend did, so why would I do it?
Ah, where are your handcuffs? Huh? How did...
I felt they may hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction.
Don't believe it. Mr. Sholmes, you are a marvel. How
And
did
a
no one
pickpocket.
see him do this?
Same reason you didn't find me in the wardrobe until I wanted you to. And don't worry, I shall restore the shackles to your wrists when we are finished.
I'm not worried. In fact, I'd rather stay like this.
So, let us begin. Sherlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular.
Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes.
So we're gonna be as Watson, I guess.
I suppose.
So, okay. So I don't have to read this.
Yeah, it's the... Yeah, it's just a replay.
This is new. This is interesting. We'll probably get through the first part of the investigation.
Oh, God. I'm not sure. Would you really use shears like that to cut off a beard? I doubt that's something I'll ever have to worry about. It doesn't quite sit right with me, though. Yeah, Babyface over here has no, beard to worry about. Doesn't seem to be sitting right with Mr. Roylott either, which means, I suppose, that the deduction is wrong. Let's try to switch a key word here, Naruhodo-san, and see if it helps matters. Alright, but how? So we're taking a long, hard look at Mr. Roylott. Wonder if he's really his beard he's intending to use those shears on. Do you want to voice Ryan Naruto?
Sure, I guess.
If we do manage to
Ryan Naruto
find...
gets me every time.
If we do manage to find something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Sholmes' deduction better,
Then what?
then I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Naruhodo-san.
Why am I the one to do something about this?
Because you need a sidekick.
Well, anyway, let's see if there's anything we can even use to switch around in that last sentence. What exactly was Mr. Roylott really going to use those enormous shears for? Let's take a look around. Holy fuck. What?
Golden locks? Maybe this is the ballerina in disguise.
That's a fucking good disguise.
What the?
What the?
Oh.
What's this?
Oh, well, what's this?
Oh well, what's this? No job.
It looks like a cascade of stunning golden locks.
No, the color's not... It's not the point. The point is, what is it doing on the back of Mr. Roylott's head? And how is it growing out from underneath this thick black beard?
Well, yes, that's true. So it's stunningly beautiful and stunningly surprising.
Something's definitely not right here.
We can present.
Yes!
You are on the verge of using the shears to cut away the golden locks you sport.
Oh, look at his face! Oh my god, he's such a cutie! Look at his little smirk and oh my god, I love him.
Jeez. Indeed, you have identified the precise detail I was intending to expose. Such lush golden hair certainly does not befit an old man. You're not a man at all. You're a woman, and judging from the length and sheen of your hair, one still very much in her youth. Oh no. I guess this whole time I should have been voicing. You should have been voicing it.
No, you're good.
If only I'd managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected.
The question then begged is this: why would you desire to rid yourself of these magnificent locks? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter.
This has already been said. It's gonna be the article about the ballerina.
That was a shock. I had no idea the old man was really a young woman disguised, did you? Yes.
Yeah.
What? Why are you staring at me like that?
Yes, it was a surprise. Naruhodo-san, you're enjoying this, aren't you?
Sorry?
You look like you're in the element as you dance around the room deducing the facts with Mr. Sholmes.
I'm just doing what we agreed. I'm not having fun or anything.
Oh, come on. You want to kiss him on the lips. I know. It's fine. Speak
I'm
gay.
not
It's fine. Yeah, sorry. It auto-jumped.
It's alright.
Yes, I understand. Say no more.
Alright, big gun.
Well, anyways, let's focus on this next part of Sherlock Sholmes' deduction, shall we? The evidence that he picked out doesn't fit the facts at all now.
No, that's true, given that Mr. Roylott is actually a woman.
Exactly. He, or rather she, can't possibly be this merciless revolutionary.
Suppose it's because the deduction as a whole has taken a different direction now.
Yes.
Let's switch the evidence for something else. Something that fits the facts as we now understand them.
For some reason, this woman needed to try to hide her true identity. I feel as either I read or heard about a young woman in a situation like that recently. Alright, I'll do my best.
And it's going to be the ballerina.
Yes!
The evidence that reveals your true identity is, of course, the article about the ballerina. Right, you've hit the nail on the head. Renowned prima ballerina of Novovich Ballet disappears from the Shanghai. It would appear we are finally able to address you by your true name.
Yes, because your true identity is that of the Novovich Ballet's prima ballerina.
Miss Nokolina Pavlova.
Oop, it's dangerous to drop scissors. Oh no! She cute.
She's 15.
That is true. You're right. My real name is Nina. I mean, Nikolina Pavlova.
Oh god. It's, what's his name? That one German guy from the last game that was a prosecutor.
Von Karma.
It's Von Karma's ancestor.
But they were German. She's Russian.
She's going to move to Germany.
But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone. This is a cool mechanic.
Love it. I love it a lot.
Okay, I think this
Now,
is all the
for my second
same.
conclusion, I wish to kill myself.
This is all the same. Can you voice him when it's just these two talking?
Yeah, sure. I was looking at the statements that we need to present.
No, you're good.
This woman is the ballerina, and she's right in front of our eyes. So clearly she can't be inside that traveling case as well.
No, that's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all.
In which case, which is the crime the young woman is apparently committing? I can see it going. I have to step in and fix a great detective's mistake again.
You seem to look pleased, Naruhodo-san. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around with Mr. Sholmes?
Stop it. Anyways, there must be something else here that shows that this woman is up to.
It's too gay for me. Sorry. Strictly bisexual.
I've already came out of the wardrobe once.
I don't need to come out again. Okay, let's look around. Or I can't turn around. Oh, now I can.
Wow, look at that dazzling tiara.
I never seen anything like it. Are those real diamonds, do you think? Oh, Naruhodo-san, try it on!
How about no? What? Me? Isn't it unusually girls who wear tiaras? Wouldn't you like to try it on?
Oh, stop it with gender stereotypes. Come on, put the damn tiara on. Yay! Oh no, I couldn't possibly. It's far too beautiful.
Why does this tiara look familiar? I feel like I've seen it somewhere recently. I think we have to present the tiara.
What's in the wastebasket?
It's a basket. Let's have a little look inside.
Naruhado-san, it's poor etiquette to go sifting through someone's rubbish, you know.
Those eyes. She's looking at me like I'm a piece of rubbish now.
You're trash, and I would love to pick you up. How does 8 sound?
Happy. I'm trash, you're
Haha.
trash, let's get together and become a trash bed.
However, these are special circumstances, I think.
Exactly, we have no choice. Hey. There's hardly anything in here at all.
Oh, well, that's a little disappointing. Can we look at the note on the table?
Nope.
So it's the tiara.
We have to present that on something.
Present the tiara.
Yes.
Yes!
The proof of your
Proof of
crime
your-
is surely
Sorry.
this tiara. Ah!
I believe this tiara is worn on stage by dancers in the Novovich Ballet, is it not?
Indeed, it would appear to be identical to the tiara pictured here in the newspaper. And if the reporting is to be believed, it's an item worth 20,000 rubles. Which honestly isn't much if you're talking about internationally, but in summary,
The crimes you have committed is theft. Oh no.
yes, you've left your ballet troupe unlawfully, taking their precious tiara with you.
Ugh! I have no one, no family, no friends. I am all alone, and I need money. But I did not steal the tiara. It was a present from, how do you say, an Earl of Prussia. It belongs to me. This girl is only 15 years old, and she's run away all by herself. She must have been extremely lonely. Man, we still gotta solve a murder, too. Alright, I will tell you everything. There is no point to hiding it now.
Come, let us not be hasty.
What?
There remains one unsolved mystery about you.
Mystery? Well, what do you mean?
You have staunchly refused to open this traveling case of yours in our presence. It is reasonable to conclude, therefore, that there exists some reason to why this remained closed. Maybe it's because that's where her clothing is, and she doesn't want to reveal that?
Gamers! Oh my god, you gotta put the Y in there, because we're gamers! Hi Derp, how are you? Welcome to stream, hope you're doing well.
I hope you're doing well. It is not so, Miss Pavlova.
You got a special hello from for Herlock Sholmes here.
Gamers.
Sorry.
It's okay. my dear girl, there's no sense in playing games with me, no escaping my attention. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the contents of your case, even before I've ever laid eyes on them.
Yeah, sure, Sholmes, sure. Oh, I love those emotes,
It's
Derp.
15, Sherlock.
Dear me.
And he's like, how old? How old is he again? Hold on. We need to look at the court record.
20 something?
34.
34, never mind.
Beef stroganoff over here is a ripe 37.
I still don't get why he has that pattern on his face. You're right.
Yeah, he fucking looked like he got fucking sunburnt.
Did you get tacked by a fucking kraken or something? Like,
Dear me. We are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? You careless coup de duel. betrays you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason why you refused to open your case, written within the books on the shelf.
No. Beak stroke who off
What?
what?
He's
Beef
completely
stroke who
changed.
off? I love that.
Stroke you off. He's completely changed tack with his deduction now.
Ripe. No. No, Paul, no. I think Mr. Sholmes is adapting his logic to changing circumstances, don't you?
Maybe, but why would he suddenly bring up the bookshelf into all this? Just a wild guess, surely.
Oh, do you think so?
Well, it doesn't seem like there's the reason why this young woman doesn't want to open her case. Would have written in a book that doesn't even belong to her.
Was I ripe at 37? I did do a nude photo shoot. Oh, that's fun. Did I say the ripe old age of 37? I don't remember. I don't remember what I said. But a 37-year-old should not be hitting on a 15-year-old. I don't even think he's even hitting on him. Grant just like took it that way.
I said that I think that there were some things that shouldn't be in there in the clothes in regards to the stuff. And then he said that he already knew, and then you implied that he was being pervy because he already knew that it was in there.
I did not imply that.
Okay.
I think it's the snake is in there. Because it moved.
I mean, there probably is an
It
animal because
moved.
it moved. I was just saying that because we now found out she was a girl. So, of course, like, why would you want to go through the trunk of my suitcase? Because that's where I
You said
keep
he's
all the
ripe like a
things.
pineapple. Ripe age of 37. Wahoo.
Okay.
I mean, Aiden Pierce in Watch Dogs 1 is a nice 38 and looks amazing, and I'm so here for it. I fucking love Aiden Pierce.
Never guessed
Never guessed. Never guessed what?
that you liked Aiden Pierce.
Yes. Love him. It was my status for like a week. Like,
Yeah,
Aiden
it
Pierce,
fucking
my
was.
beloved.
I feel like it was longer than a week.
No, it was definitely like at least not longer. It may have been longer than a
Aiden
week. I don't
Pierce, My
know.
beloved.
Miss Pavlova certainly did cast her eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself.
And there has to be another reason to why would she won't open her case.
You like Aiden Pierce? No way. Nah, I like Wrench. I do like Wrench though, but Aiden. I like.
Is that how you spell his name?
No, it's Aiden.
Okay, good. I thought that was...
No, wait, did you purposely misspell it? This gives me pain. It's Aiden Pierce. Aiden Pierce, my wholehearted beloved. I sim for Aiden, but like in a dad-uncle kind of way. And not really in like a partner kind of way.
Find it funny that we spelled Aiden Pierce backwards, just like we spelled Herlock Sholmes.
Oh shit, did I spell it wrong? Sorry. No, I'm not mad at you.
You didn't.
It's
alright.
I'm not mad at you. Listen, my partner and I have a full list of like variations of Aiden Pierce's nickname, and like today I added apple pie to the list because we were talking about pies. But like I have Adam Fleece, 80 peas, and not peeing as in pissing, like peas as in like the green things you try to force your kids to eat but they won't eat, and I still won't eat them because I hate peas.
Jeez.
Oh, bitrate. Okay, bitrate like had a stroke. No, bitrate is still having a stroke. Why is bitrate crying? I don't understand. Bitrate, what are we doing? Is stream good? Do y'all see an issue with stream? Cause my
see a loading circle.
stream is not
Yeah,
having
it's
a
back.
good time right now.
I know it's back.
It crashed for like 2 seconds. It like said 0, and I don't know. I've never what? What is happening?
I was crashing again.
Yeah, it's not. All right, we're gonna quit out of Ubisoft. We're gonna quit out of Java. We're gonna quit out of. What else can I quit out of? Can I quit out of this? Yeah, I can quit out of that. I don't know what's going on with my bitrate. No clue. My bitrate for streams have been great up until, like, right this second. So I don't understand what's happening right now. Okay, so that's not on my end. I don't know. It says, like, my bitrate, like, usually it, like, is, like, around 3,500. And it's usually, like, solid 3,500 for the entire stream. Mary, thank you for the subscription. Thank you. And I dropped a bracelet on the floor. Ouchies. Stream is having buffering issue. Oh, goodness. I don't... Because my bitrate is literally, like, going like this. Like, it's just mountains and valleys. I don't know what the problem is. Oh god, I'm having like a billion dropped frames. We might have to stop here, because I don't wait.
Damn.
Wait.
Are we good? Are we Gucci?
It's now at 4,000 kilobytes per second, so I don't understand what's happening. Oh, what language did you use? Stream crashing. I need to fix that. Alright, I need to put that on the whiteboard. Hold on, wait a second. To fix...
Oh no, you were rude.
To fix auto mod.
I remember whenever I mentioned that whole lemon stuff and it caught it.
Was that Streamlabs or Stream Elements?
Streamlabs.
Bitrate! What the fuck are we doing? Bitrate! Seriously! Stop it! Do I need to have this window open the entire time? I guess so. Alright. We're gonna see if that stabilizes it or not. Okay. Okay. Peas are the worst, is true. Keeps freezing and buffering for a bit and then coming back. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. Derp Tivo, those emotes are very, very cute. Yeah, we made stream horny. It's our fault. Oh no, I was rude. Alright, let me close out of... I mean... I don't know what would be causing the issue. It might be because, like, other people are using the internet. I don't know. It's, like, my own browser. My own internet, so I don't know what the fuck the problem is. It's not like Steam is downloading anything. I don't get it. I'm confused. I'm confused. I keep getting dropped frames. And I'm like, not okay with this. And it's saying your stream quality is good. You sure? Is this foul language? Cock. If you actually say cock, probably, yeah. But the emotes, probably not. It'll probably be fine. Okay, streamers, or okay, hacker rats. How bad does it keep cutting out?
It only cut out a few times. It seems to be doing fine now.
Well, you say that, and then, like, I see my bitrate go down to 200, and I'm like, what?
You asked. I told you.
Like...
You're like, how is it, gamers? Well, for my end, it's doing okay.
Like, if we were to continue, would things make sense? Like, if
We're almost done with the first part of the investigation.
Oh god, I can't believe there's another part of the fucking investigation.
Yeah,
Seems to be doing better now. Huh?
There are 3 parts.
3? Is there 1 long trial? Is that what it is?
There are 3 parts to the trial.
So it's 1 long trial. It's not like in the first game where you do investigation, trial, investigation, trial.
For this case, it would seem so, yes.
Okay. Okay. How much do we have to finish this deduction thing before,
Essentially, after this deduction, the first point will be over. After you talk to Pavlovia, there'll be some Pavlovia points, and then that's whenever a guy comes in, and then that will be the first part over.
Okay. We're gonna keep going unless the stream crashes. Then if stream crashes, then we're done for the night. It seems to be stabling out, knock on wood. Alright.
And it must be somewhere in the same area if that's where her gaze was involuntarily drawn.
I agree, that's the only answer.
Whatever she has hidden inside that case should be revealed by following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase.
Sorry, this is very finicky to look around.
She also speaks Russian, so she actually can read Russian. Okay, good.
I'm sorry, everyone. This is very finicky to, like, move around.
Hold on, is the thing paused?
What thing?
Or is it behind? I can see you moving perfectly fine, but the thing is, like, paused. Maybe it's delayed?
It
Yeah,
might
it's
be
just
delayed.
okay.
Refresh it. It might
Yeah,
be
it's
caught up
just
to
delayed.
stream. It might be caught up now.
It was doing me a concern, because I could see, like, the arrow moving for, like, the thing to keep going and you talking, but I was just, like... I thought we were behind, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, it looks like these are all the same books that we have in our cabin. I suppose the steward likes to make sure passengers have plenty to read for the long voyage.
And have you noticed how all the books have fallen over, just like in Kazuma-sama's cabin? It's almost like someone's taken a sweep at them.
Maybe Miss Pavlovia? While she was practicing her ballet? Anyway, the point is we don't have time to look through all these books at the moment.
We couldn't even wanted to. They're all in Russian.
Well, that's a relief. Let's try our luck elsewhere.
These are the rule of passage for travel aboard the SS Burya. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
It was exactly the same notice in our cabin, too. I wonder what happens if you break the rules.
Oh dear, I'm sure the punishment would be severe, Naruhodo-san. You'd probably be left to drift in the freezing cold ocean, or shut inside a tiny wardrobe for days on end.
So I've actually been serving time for weeks now, have I?
I think it's the rules of passage. I think we have to present the rules of passage.
Question is which rule of passage did she break?
Pets.
Yes!
Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
Inside that case of yours is something forbidden from the carriage of this vessel. That is the real reason why you refused to open it, thus revealing its own contents.
As you've seen, the trunk wobbles from time to time, but no weapon or other dangerous item would move of its own accord.
Which leaves but one possibility, Miss Pavlova. Inside the traveling case.
They're so cute. Is the last item
The last item listed as forbidden in the vessel's rules of passage.
A pet.
A pet.
Oh, I love this. This is so good. This is so gay. I'm here for it. Look at them. Look how cute they are. I ship it so hard.
Jeez.
Ugh.
Get a smaller hat.
It's a Russian hat. Leave her alone. Yay, we did it.
Your wrongdoing is kidnapping yourself.
Elementary.
Elementary. My dear Naruhodo.
So clearly, you aren't who you say you were.
No, I am not Grimsby Roylott. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct.
After you corrected him, that was. You absconded during one of your ballet's company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole aboard this vessel.
Which couldn't have been easy. The Buria is a huge steamship with a vast crew. Could she really have snuck on board without being noticed?
In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old gentleman.
World's quiet as puppy. Oh, we wish. We wish it was a puppy, but it's probably a snake.
And you intended to sever all links with your past by severing your long hair. Yet to a woman, hair is no trifling matter. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone.
So, if it was just you about to cut off your own hair, who was it that let out the scream we heard from the outside the cabin?
That veritably twinkling of a bell. Why, none other than this young lady, naturally.
More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me.
I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disgust myself, so one would recognize me. As a result, you transformed yourself into a questionable old man? I see. I put on the fur hat and fake beard. Then, just before you came in here, I saw in the newspaper, right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened, couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearances completely, they would find me. So I decided to cut all my hair as fastly as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and...
At that precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door.
The annoyingly unlocked cabin door. Okay.
Because I couldn't kick it down.
Things happen like that sometimes, don't they?
Things do indeed happen like that from time to time.
Those two even talking about the same thing?
There's just one more thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case? You were right. It is my dear friend inside, my only friend in the whole world.
I realize I'm making her sound a lot like Von Karma, and I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. I already made the joke that it's the ancestor of Von Karma, so...
Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say anything to the crew.
Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return...
Oh, I was fucking right, by the way. I would like to say and point out that this is kind of like another story where a Russian revolutionary woman does, like, leave and come back. She leaves her country and comes to Britain where a old Russian man that was part of the resistance was hiding out. So, in a way, this is technically connected.
Oh, okay.
You must tell us in much detail as you can muster the events of last night. I hope she doesn't turn out like that woman did in the story, though, because that didn't turn out so well.
Yes, alright, I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo? Wasn't it something? Mr. Sholmes' great deduction?
It was certainly something, yes. Just not entirely sure what. But at least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible.
Indeed, it is incredible.
Stop listening in on our conversation.
I'm Herlock Sholmes. I'm always here. Ah, and one more thing.
Oh, yes? What?
Observe your wrist.
Oh, God. My...
Ah, your hands are cuffed again. What?
You're welcome.
But how?
You weren't looking. I'm locked them back. With my word, I have restored your shackles.
Grr, when and why? There's still a
I wanted
shadow.
you to dance with me before you got cuffed again.
Kinky. There's still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say. It can't be helped at the moment.
Haha, can it? Really?
Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. Can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was.
Alright, do you want to voice, Ryan?
Do you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this last one?
One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast.
Man who died, he was a friend of mine.
Oh,
That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night?
perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking?
Perhaps the ship was absorbed in the wild tempest. Perhaps a steam engine exploded.
That seems far-fetched, but okay.
I make only the best deductions.
Perhaps everyone on
Perhaps
board...
Oh, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed if that had happened.
Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me.
Oh, I see. You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet?
Yes. I am traveling to Great Britain, and from there I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life.
I feel like you're skipping a step by going to Britain, but okay. or you're adding an extra step, I should say.
You wish to forget a challenging proposition when you have that striking tiara as a reminder.
But that tiara is mine. I need to live. I have no money of my own. Novovich Ballet gives us only a little food and water, and we must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me. So you need a way to protect yourself? Yes. And the crew of the ship, they have all been kind to me. They let me come on board, and they said I could hide in this cabin.
That is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova. It creates a most intriguing conundrum.
Because she had said earlier that she had boarded the ship dressed as a man.
And the Stroganoff has said that he was a Western gentleman, so...
Mm-hmm.
Which already on the face of it, she's not Western because she's already Russian, even with the beard.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Me? Oh, well, yes, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlovia's explanation. To what conundrum, I'm not sure, but...
Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. However, the SS Bureau stopped by no port last night. That's it, of course. So, how is it, pray, that you come to be aboard?
Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard.
I didn't remember that.
That's not your business.
Yes, you're right. He does seem to be hiding something.
An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage.
Sorry, what was that?
It is how the Russian newspaper described one of my performances. And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens, because I am an angel.
Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid.
Mr. Sholmes once said, I never came to resist the touch of a dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same.
A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words once said about myself. A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement from the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, in fact.
Oh my god. He's a walking advertisement for himself.
Yes, Mr. Showy. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened. So the friend you mentioned is a traveling case, is that right?
I don't think animals are allowed on board according to the rules of passage. Oh, please don't tell. Don't tell any of the crew. They found my precious.
Precious. The burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt.
Don't scare her.
So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes.
What sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? Isn't it?
No.
Maybe an adorable little rabbit?
No.
Ah, you credit Russian as a land with small rabbits, do you? Yes? Oh, don't they have small rabbits there then? You may well ask. I have no idea.
Oh my god.
Ah. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the true nature of young ballerina's friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken!
Oh my god.
Really?
Considering the benefits.
Susato is so fucking gullible.
A rousing wake-up call. Daily fresh eggs. And when adversity strikes, it can satisfy the needs of sustenance.
So you eat your friend. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. So you eat your friends. I'll remember that.
No.
Well, it would appear this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret, not to be revealed. He obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. Something I should like to hear. Blah blah, I can't talk. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it.
Okay, so we have to present something. I don't know what we need to present. Hint. There are no holes in that case. Her precious is going to suffocate. Yeah, really.
After both successful course corrections, you can talk to Miss Pavlova. In summary, she'll tell you about her performance was a failure and she tried to enlist the help from Russian sailors. As you finish reading all of Pavlovia's points, Stroganoff comes in and forces everyone out of the room as she quickly dons her disguise.
But we
That
have
is
to.
what I'm reading here.
But. So do we.
Maybe examine? I honestly don't know, because it's not telling me to present anything. Oh, the dish. What's the dish on the ground?
Don't touch. This necklace is almost done, so ready to finish it. Ooh, you're making a necklace? Fun. I will tell you what I know about last night, but please, you must not touch my things. How do you say, forbid it.
Oh, sorry. As well you should be, young man. What vulgar manners you have. You came in here with all your shit laying around and fucking what? Looking around the young lady's private belongings. Now neither shall I allow it.
Why did you get so quiet all of a sudden?
I leaned back.
Oh.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh, give her crit.
I just want Russian boy to show up. Oh, I literally can't.
Maybe try talking to her now.
No, it's still...
I am lost on what to do.
Do we have to present something?
I guess. The diary,
Hi,
maybe?
Soupy! How are you? Welcome! Yolvador's asleep now. Just managed to catch you before work. Oh, great! Thank you for hosting. I'll share a pic in the Discord when I finish it. Oh, awesome. Let's try.
This is the diary of my friend who passed away.
Love you, hon. Love you. Platonically.
I was gonna say human. Love you, human. Yes, and he wrote in last night before he died something a little unusual. It reads, 2:30 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound.
2:30 a.m. Read that again.
Sorry. 1 o'clock and 23 minutes a.m.
Thank you.
Okay. My brain went dumb, okay?
2:30. I would like 2:30 a.m. please. No more, no less.
It's so silly. Fucking. Alright. I had to do 2 weeks of 50 hours.
Ew.
Yeah.
I don't
why
like
couldn't do
that.
That's why I couldn't do last week.
Yeah, I
had to work
know.
Friday night and then I had to work Sunday night.
Ewy.
So yeah, I've worked 50 hours this week and last week.
I heard there was a Soupy. I don't know if Soupy left already because I know Soupy has to go to work, but there was/is a Soupy in chat.
And then a few minutes later, 1 minute 35 minutes a.m. 1 hour 35 minutes a.m.
LOL, I
Looks like
love
the
you,
service.
Grant. Ash loves you. Ash appreciates
Thank
you.
Thank you. I'm glad you're here to laugh with me. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
A speckled band? I don't understand.
It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins in blah 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 blah. Mentions joins in this cabin you see. It's up there on the wall.
In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together. Oh. Miss Pavlova? Has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps? No. I don't know anything.
Liar.
She's fucking lying. Where's Kokichi to tell us she's a liar?
Oh.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Excuse me, Mr. Rowland. Yes, what is it?
Wow, she's fast.
Someone would like to speak with you. We must come to Captain's quarters at once, please. Alright, I will come now.
What?
You... Oh, there, okay, there we go, caught up. You must leave, now.
Oh no, it's fine. Don't mind us.
Yes. Please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylott.
Get out! The passenger said out, or would you want me to throw you out?
Ugh. Looks like we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later.
What a pity.
And so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside.
Which he could have done worse, to be fair.
That is very true. To be continued. And we're gonna come back, and there's gonna be blood splatters all over the wall from the impact. Alright, so I think we're gonna end it there.
Fun.
I hate how there's like 3 sections to this. I want to do the trial. I am ready for the trial.
Great, like, where trial at, though?
Where trial at, though? I want to fucking do the trial. God damn it.
Here's a better question. Where are we going to have the trial?
Well, they're waiting till the next port, and then I think they're going to have the trial at the port city.
Wait, hold on. There's 1, 2, 3. The Adventure of the Runaway Room. Is there only 3 investigations to this?
Yeah, that's what you said, right?
Oh my god, there is no trial. The trial I thought there was is for a different adventure.
Are you fucking... What?
There is no trial for this one. There's only 3 investigation parts.
I don't like that.
And then in the next adventure, there's 1 investigation. And then 3 trials.
Okay. 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 Fine. It's fine. It's fine. Danganronpa will suffice, I suppose. It's fine. It's fucking fine. It's fine. What's the Katy Perry meme? It's like, you get to say you're fine, but you're not actually fine.
When you say you're fine, you're actually fine. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. Yeah, I don't mind, like, getting personal and sharing things. Like, I want to be, like, here to talk and have, like, conversations and, like, you know, be personal with chat and stuff. So, like, I'm here to, like, talk about that stuff. Or, like, just, like, you know, chat. Okay. So, I want to go raid somebody. I want to go raid someone who's playing Watch Dogs Legion because I need more Watch Dogs in my life. Of course, because I always do.
When raiding is about taking viewers instead of giving
Why? Okay, so people searching for Watch Dogs Legion also watch pools, hot tubs, and beaches streams. No. This is not what I'm here for. No, thank you. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Let's see. I'm checking out someone's thing before we raid over. Before I, like, decide to be like, okay, let's raid them. Oh, I think this guy just started playing. Ooh, this will be fun. Okay. What's his name? Cruel Sun Live. Okay.
Wilson?
Cruel Sun. As in, like, a burning sun. Alright, he's playing Watch Dogs Legion. He just started from the beginning. So I think let's go right over. spam the emotes. Say you're from Aaron Gray's channel. And Sunday night I should be streaming. I'm not sure what yet. Might be Life is Strange True Colors. Might be Random Game Night. I don't know yet. Monday will be definitely Life is Strange. Tuesday will be Danganronpa V3. Wednesday will be Life is Strange. Thursday will be no stream, and Friday will be no stream because I have concerts both of those nights. So Grant, we're going to have to put off this another 2 weeks.
Damn, I was having fun voicing her about
I'm
Sholmes.
sorry, unless if you want to do Sunday night.
I could probably do Sunday night.
Okay, we could figure it out later.
I can't promise that I'll be off that day, but I should be off that day.
Okay, we'll figure it out. All right, everyone, thank you for vibing. Come join us for the raid, and let's go.
Let's go.